My name is Jaja Soze. I'm a music artist, entrepreneur, and mentor. Today we're going to talk about purpose from a streets perspective. I see purpose is very important. A lot of people don't know their purpose, and that's why a lot of the street, especially young people, go down wrong routes in life. I think to know your purpose is one thing, but then finding it is a whole nother level, and a lot of people don't know what their purpose is. My purpose is to inspire, motivate, and that's through creative. I use the creative platforms to project that into different people's lives. I'm saying to you, and I do that by talking about my own experiences, my own life, my own failures, my own wins, and just that's how I kind of project it onto society, if you would say, and young people. Prior to knowing my purpose, I was very active on the streets. Obviously, I grew up on the whole drug scene, robberies, and I was heavily influenced by music. Obviously, that's what kind of created the path for what I'm doing now. And yeah, before that, I was just doing a lot of negative stuff. My whole life was kind of based around negativity. So I think it came to a point where I was in prison, and someone said to me, "You know what you can do? You seem like you have a bit of intelligence in you. So it's not a straight street. You also have like a different side to you. You can talk to people. You know how to interact, and maybe you should use that." And that's kind of made me start thinking. Everyone started saying, "You know what? You're like my big brother," and that kind of sparked something in my head where I said, "You know what? Maybe I can use that to inspire and help people and to build something for themselves and also help myself." So that's kind of the point when I was in prison that sparked something in my head that said, "You know what? I can do something different." And that's when I started realizing my purpose. You know what? My purpose is to motivate and inspire. And I knew I could be an important man in society. So that's when I started saying to myself and making sure, you know what? My purpose is to be one of the most influential male figures in the 21st century. And I was like, okay. And from that, it helped me build onto music platforms, non-for-profit companies, poetry projects, and out of that came a whole load of creativity, because now I knew my focus, what I'm focusing on, where my aim is going. And that was kind of the main drive I used from that point. Advice I would give to young people that found their purpose is, you know, they got to dwell. You got to kind of like take away all outside kind of like influences and values, and you got to kind of put everything aside and look deep in yourself. Like, what do you value? What do you like? Not what society's telling you like, or what people are telling you like. What do you really like? What do you like doing? And kind of blend those things together and find a purpose that you enjoy. I'm saying to you, it's just for you. That what do you really want to do? What are you passionate about? And I think a lot of people, when they find that passion and that love for something, purpose, that's where they'll find their purpose. And that is the most important thing I tell a lot of people. Find that, and then from you have that main goal and aim and that identity in your head, everything else comes together. You can then now have a focus to work towards. And that's one of the main things to do. I tell every young person the same thing. Find that purpose, that angle, and work from there. I believe that they eventually find their purpose. What it is now, if you don't find your purpose, you can be easily influenced down wrong roads, or not even roads that are wrong, just roads that you don't really want to be down. So someone could be right. Your real purpose could be to be a great artist, but because you're just not following it, you're not putting no work in, you go with your friends that are doing truck driving, and you end up doing truck driving, and you don't really like truck driving. You're like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Because you're just following. You're going with the flow. You're not really following your own purpose. You're following your friend's purpose. They're all doing it, so I'm going to do it. And I don't smoke, but they all smoke weed, so I might as well smoke weed as well. And then you just start floating with anyone, and that's what happens to a lot of people. They start floating and going down wrong roads. So that's where not knowing your purpose takes you. You can take loads of different people down different roads, and it usually ends up down a negative road to most people, because you end up not being happy. So that's why I tell people, like, try and find your purpose, because if you don't, you're going to be unhappy with a bunch of other unhappy people that don't have a purpose as well. So basically, to a lot of the young people out there, and even some of the grown folks out there, especially on the streets, You've got to recognize that a lot of the things that you've been told and bought into and are following is an illusion. A lot of the stuff is not really real. We've been sold dreams and fake stories. Like say for instance, a lot of videos you're seeing with a lot of the stuff's rented. It's an illusion. In the picture, the image of what you're looking at in the video is an illusion. Like the things are not real. The house is rented, the car's rented, the girls are hired. It's an illusion. Life is like that. There's a lot of illusions. We've got to be careful what we're buying into and trying to implement that into our own life. I'm saying to you, we've got to make sure that we're not doing that. I'm saying to you, so start looking at things on ground level, what you can handle. Do things that are real to you and are realistic to you as an individual, not what everyone else is doing. I'm saying to you, so if you know that, you know what, right now I'm doing music, but it's taking off slow, maybe let me get a little part-time job to help my money build up at the side while I'm doing this. Realistic goals and aims that will bring you further. Stop trying to get caught up in the illusion, seeing someone else in a Ferrari and thinking that, you know what, I can get a Ferrari tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. I'm saying to you, but if you stick to realistic goals, you will have a Ferrari maybe at the end of the year. I'm saying to you, or next year, your time will come. But don't buy up into the illusion that the streets are selling to everyone. Everyone's a drug dealer, everyone's a robber, everyone's a driller, everyone's this, everyone's that. Like it's not realistic. I'm saying to you, that's a few people. Follow your own dream, your own direction, your own purpose. You feel me? Don't stress, don't panic.